find out what the rarest armor in Prodigy is. You guys about the rarest armor in the game. So without further ado, let's get straight into our video. Guys, right, this rarest armor in Prodigy is unobtainable, meaning the people who have this armor are legendary. Alright guys, so I'm your host, 1DoctorGenius, and let's get straight into our video. The rarest armor set is obviously the TrialMaster's armor set. I mean, these items do a heart bonus of 10 each. Alright guys, so let's get straight on to this video. Now, before we start talking about this video, I want to tell you guys a little bit of history behind the TrialMaster's set. So right, the TrialMaster's set was awarded to the first 1,000 players of Prodigy. So meaning, in theory, only 1,000 people should have the TrialMaster's set, which is crazy, that there are only approximately 6,000 or 8,000 pieces of the TrialMaster's set. Right, so that's pretty crazy, only 1,000 people have this armor set. Right, another thing is that this used to be obtainable on the Twilight Wheel for a very limited amount of time, and it was available in the Lost Island, but that was only once, right? In the Lost Island, you guys could only obtain the TrialMaster boots. So, right, so first up over here, we have the TrialMaster's Circuits.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
The TrialMaster's Circuit. So right, by the name, you guys can probably tell that this is a hat in Prodigy. Now here's what it looks like as an icon, and here is what it looks like when it's worn, right? So you guys can see it basically has a pretty different appearance. And not only that guys, this has the same appearance as another item in Prodigy. Now over here, there is another hat in Prodigy which closely resembles a TrialMaster's Circuit. It's the Apprentices Circuit. And as you guys can see, when it's worn, it looks pretty different from what the TrialMaster's Circuit looks like, but its icon can trick you guys, alright? Now, because this is a legendary item, it's yellow in color. Now, let's tell you guys its appearance. It's a circuit with 2 poison green rhombuses, 2 light purple feathers for decoration, and 2 stone rhombuses. It has similar features to the Apprentice Circuit, but with different designs. The icons look very similar. Right, so now let's tell you guys the description about this. The Ceremonial Cricket is extremely rare and grants wisdom to those who wear it. Who would give it up? Alright guys, so that's basically all of the information which I have about the TrialMaster's Cricket circlet. So here's just an image of both characters with it on their heads. And yeah, let's move on to the next item. Now next up on our list, we have the TrialMaster's Grab. So basically, by the name, you guys can tell that this is an armor type piece in Prodigy. As you guys can see over here, it is basically an outfit type piece in Prodigy, and it does have some relation with the Black Fang cloak, right? Let's tell you the information about this. So obviously, it's legendary, it follows the same items as, like, everything else. Alright guys, let's talk about the description of this. So previously in Prodigy, there was the thing with the TrialMaster's Circuit where it looked like an exact replica of the Angelic Shroud, right? As you guys can see over here, this is basically what it looks like. Now, the TrialMaster's Circuit used to look like this, and it had this type of armor on it, but Prodigy updated it. So right, this is still its icon because they haven't designed one, but still, let's read it. Alright guys, so it's a variant of the Black Fang cloak. It has a paw in the middle, and 2 animals which looks like dogs on the top right and the top left. Alright, so as you guys can see, basically this is like a paw type variant of the Black Fang cloak. It has a paw in the middle, a sort of red top on top with fur on the bottom with 2 dogs on the top and right shoulder. And you guys can tell it's pretty cool. Now the in-game description says, only the TrialMasters of the past and present were given these robes, and are forbidden to take them off. How did you get them? Alright, so basically you guys can tell that basically these are like the rarest robes in Prodigy, and it seems like there's some sort of history behind them where you can't get them anymore. Now guys, another thing about this is that this item and all of the other TrialMaster's items were available in the Lost Island previously before it was removed in the update. So basically it was a pretty rare in Prodigy, and you guys could get this, but now you guys probably see this everywhere in Prodigy because it's pretty popular among hackers, but still that's not a good thing to do, so don't hack games at all. And now another thing which you might be thinking is that you might be able to obtain this in Ruin Run, because Ruin Run has to do with ancient areas. But then again, Prodigy said that the TrialMaster's set wouldn't be making an appearance in the game ever again, so it's kind of a thing like maybe it will appear or maybe it won't. But next up on our list, we have the Master of Trials. Right now, this is the only item of the TrialMaster's set which does not have a legendary rating, right? This has a rare rating, except it's completely unobtainable, and the only thing it does is a heart bonus of 20 and cast a spell Static Shock. So this wand isn't very cool, it's just a rare item, but it is part of the TrialMaster's set which makes it sort of rare. It has a little bit of a silverish gray handle at the bottom, and then leading up to a gold tip on top of which appears to be a paw. The paw's color is tan and the pad is dark brown. It resembles the Angela's wing icon, although it isn't the exact same. So as you guys can see, basically the description is pretty accurate, although this wand also does resemble another wand in Prodigy. Let me see if I have it. I know I have it somewhere over here. Yeah, it basically resembles the angel's wing. So you guys can tell it has a close resemblance in the icon, although it's not exactly the same thing while the wand is on. Right now, it's pretty interesting that this does not have a it does not have a legendary rating, because I remember this having a legendary rating where this could do a 25 damage bonus, but they turned it down for some reason, so okay. You know what, I really don't care. And next up, last but definitely not least on our list, we have the TrialMaster boots. Right, so basically these are the boots of the TrialMaster. They're legendary, meaning they're yellow. There's no way to obtain them, and this is a pair of purple boots with green trimmings on the top and bottom. Each shoe has a green dot on each side and a white spike on top. There's a black thing connecting the two sides of the shoe. The back of the boot forms into a point. Alright, so as you guys can see, that description is pretty accurate on the boot. It basically looks like it's somewhat of a rhino horn, and it looks pretty cool. But now if you read the in-game description, it says, worn by the former master of trials, whose feet seem to be quite small. They're a little snug. Over here we have the magic boots. So right, basically these boots had a very close resemblance to the TrialMaster's boots until they changed something about them, so now they don't have a close resemblance. But those boots used to have a close resemblance, and as you guys can tell, this is a hardness of 10. And yeah, basically this is the only boots with legendary rating, and that is all. Alright guys, so basically you got yourselves your information on the rarest items in Prodigy, and I hope you guys found this information out if you guys didn't know this already. And if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a humongous thumbs up if you guys did already. If you guys didn't do already, and I will be catching you all next time. 1DoctorGenius, out the house. Bye, have a good time.
Fighting another YouTube friend and Prodigy. I'm gonna quickly go answer this question and go back and answer the question. Let's cast it and see if he answered his. YouTube battle. Angels found it. No! Dang it, he has water pets. I have fire pets. This is horrible. I'm gonna lose. Oh yeah, and you better not be level 1000. I could just set him on fire. That's pretty easy. So now we'll do some damage on these and he will die. I'm waiting. In the meantime, so I casted my spell and he answered this question before I could record. But now let's set this guy on fire. Okay, that's 44, and that's 4. And as we enter that, we will keep still correct. I'm waiting. I know that wait, did that thing evolve? It's so tall and shiny. And nothing. Yes, now be set on fire. No, temple. No, no Angel's Fountain. No! Ouchie. Attack! Fire! I'll set you on fire. Okay, let's think about this. That's 6, and that's 2, and that's 1. Okay, this is war officially. You shall die. What? How did he answer that before me? How? Mr. Explain. How? I was gonna set you on fire and you would die. Yes. Alright, you get the fusion turn. And he completed the Dark Tower, wow. So now let's use the strongest part of Prodigy. Yes, finally. Alright, I almost thought I got that wrong. No! I know, if there is a draw, this battle will be cheesy. If there is a draw, this is a very cheesy battle. that's 4. Yes! I got it right. No! At least I didn't attack him. Yahoo! Now he will face the wrath of my level 32 dragon. Attack! Raise the fire! Woohoo! Okay, that's done.